So guys, we're going to the first class of the bottom positions in the ground part of the course. It's important to understand that I've been talking this course a lot that if you can control the fight stand up, it's much better because you never know how many people are attacking you, and Jiu-Jitsu give these tools to everybody. But at the same time, it's very common, end up on the ground in a real street fight or street self-defense situation. And sometimes you fall on top, sometimes you fall on bottom, and you need to know how to deal with that to, if it's possible, stand up as quick as you can and be safe. Okay? So, especially when you fall on bottom, that's something that just Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu teaches you well how to deal with this situation. Because not just you need to defend yourself, but you need to know how to stand up in a safe way. Because even wrestlers or judo guys, they are very good on grappling arts and they are very good on the ground. But once they fall, their reaction here is to stand up as quick as I can, given the back. They don't want to stay with their back on the ground, so they will turn and try to stand. And look what happens. I'm very vulnerable here if I standing, giving the back to him. So what we're gonna talk right now is how, when he takes me down or when I fall on bottom, how I'm gonna be safe and how I'm gonna stand up safe. That's the two steps that I need to understand first before anything. Okay. So let's say he takes me down in a basically double leg. I go down. Remember, if you didn't watch the takedown defense, come back and watch because it's important. You don't post your arm on the ground when you're falling. You don't want to break your shoulder. So I hit here, and also I don't relax my neck because I don't want to hit with the back of the head on the ground, on the concrete. Okay, so I'm here, and right away I should realize that that's a danger position for me. That's a position that this distance is not good for me. It might be good for sport jiu-jitsu, but for a self-defense situation or even MMA is very bad because he's not caring about passing my guard or opening my guard. He's caring about punch me, okay, or hit me or butt head me, do anything here. So first thing I need to understand that the distance that I want is very close to him, same as stand-up that we're talking in the first classes of the course. It's very close to me or very away from me to be safe. Okay, so in this case, when he falls on my guard, I want him very close. So I want to wrap his arm, one arm, and hold his head. Okay, and I place my head in the side, on the side that I'm wrapping his arm, and I like also to escape a little bit my hips to the side that I'm wrapping his arm. Okay. So here, look, he cannot punch me with this one. He cannot headbutt. He maybe can punch me with this one with not too much power, and I'm gonna teach you how to deal with that after. But right now, I want you guys to get safe here. So that's the first thing that I gotta do. Wrap his arm. So he wrap his arm and his head. Escape a little bit my hip to the side of the arm that I'm wrapping. How I escape? I use the back of my thigh. I can open a little bit my guard and turn a little bit my hips. Look. And hold his neck and his arm, right? But many times he will be able to pull up and punch me. Okay, start to punch me away. I want to grab him back. So how I'm gonna do to don't get punches and pull him back to me? I'm gonna do what I call the swimming defense. So when he's punching me, I'm gonna hold the back of my neck and lift my elbow. Once I feel the arm here, and also I'm gonna escape a little bit my hips to the side that he's punching. When I feel the arm, I'm gonna wrap, get the head. Then he pulls again. Wrap, get the neck. He pulls again. Wrap, get the neck. If he's strong, he will be able to do that sometimes. But you're gonna be able you able also to keep this defense. Okay, and that's in my opinion is the best way to defend. I've been training for so many years defending punch from the top, and I've been in fights that I was on bottom. I need to defend punch, so that's the best way that I found. It's not the most traditional way, but that's the best way that I found in a real situation. The guy's really trying to hurt you, how to defend the punches, and it's easy to learn, because once you learn how to just use your legs to escape a little bit your hips, and at the same time hold your neck, it's very easy to see which hand he wants to punch, because he's gonna open his shoulder to punch, and then you escape to the same side. Okay, pull. So it's important you guys train that a lot, train this what we call swimming a lot, and hold, because the first thing that you gotta do is be safe. Okay, you don't want to get a big punch and get knocked out, so we're gonna be safe, and then we're gonna think about stand up, something that we're gonna talk in the next class. But right now we want to be safe, and that's for sure, in my opinion, is the best way to defend punches and strikes. So let's do from another angle here. So he took me down. I want you guys to realize it's just hold the neck, escape a little bit the hit. Okay? Escape it, hold, escape a little bit the hit. Of course, now I'm releasing him to escape because I want to train, but if I can, I'm going to be here really tight, and then I'm going to start to positioning myself to stand up. At the same time, when he's punching, it's easier to stand up because he's not holding you down. So we're going to talk about that in the next class. And so remember that, guys, keep safe. Remember that the distance for self-defense is different than the distance in sport jiu-jitsu, and I want to bring my experience to you guys. So use this exercise, this swimming, train that a lot, because this will gonna be important if you fall on bottom. Okay, so next class we're gonna talk about how we're gonna stand up safe and come back to the safe position. Okay, thank you very much for watching. See you in the next class. Let's continue from the previous class, when we fall on bottom and we need to defend, to stand up as quick as we can. So I was talking that it's very important that the concept that we don't want to go to the ground, but it's very likely the fight can end on the ground, and I never know how many people are attacking me. So if I fall on bottom, I want to stand up safely as fast as I can. Okay, so let's say he took me down here, and in the previous class we work on punching defense here, because first, of course, you want to be safe, and once you're safe, you're going to start to think about stand up. So there's two ways I want to teach you in this class. The first way is he's just holding me, he doesn't try to punch or nothing, he just want to pin me down here, and I want to start to escape. So let's say he's a strong guy and he's holding me, it's very hard to stand up, so I need to know how to break his posture. How am I gonna do that? I'm gonna escape my hips to the side that I'm dropping his arm here. So I'm gonna step on the ground, escape. Now I'm gonna do movements at the same time. I'm gonna push his head to break his posture and escape a little bit more my hips and pull my elbow under me. Okay? Look. And now I place my elbow, post my elbow on the ground. With this foot placed on the ground, I will do what we call technical stand up. I'm gonna pull this leg back and turn my chest to the ground. Okay? And then I start to stand up. If he stands up with me, I can go to the back and control. But there is some points that I wanna you guys to understand. The first one is, once I get here, I can already step on the ground and escape a little bit my hips, start sideways here when I want to start to escape. The second one is once I start to straight my arm, at the same time I'm gonna escape away from him. Look, okay, I wanna open this space, and it's very important to keep your arms straight, because this, you lock a position that is hard, even if he is very strong to come on you. I don't wanna go too near to the neck. He's stronger here, a little bit more near to his ear here to twist his head. So I'm here, look, and I go away from him, pulling my elbow under me and then posting my elbow. Okay, even if he hold my leg or something, yeah, it's hard for him to hold, because this, it's a very strong position for you. Okay, and then I stand up, go to his back. Second situation is when he doesn't want just to pin me down, but he wants to punch me. So we learn how to defend that punches, but right now, let's say I want to stand up. I don't want to just keep him defending the punches. So if you punch with this one, okay, it's not gonna hurt really bad, but it's gonna be, you know, kind of, you know, with the time, it's not gonna be good to keeping getting punches here. So what you're gonna do here, you're gonna step outside. Once he starts to punch, you're gonna start to punch, hold, escape, and then it's important to place this foot on his hip. Because if I keep my foot here, he can headbutt me. Okay, so this foot here will avoid the headbutt. Can you headbutt me? No. Okay? Right now we're gonna do exactly the same, but instead my foot here relax, I will have my foot on his hips. So I'm gonna pass my hand to his head and pull my elbow down, opening a space, place my elbow on the ground, do the technical stand up, and if he stands, I go to his back. Okay? One more time. So I'm here. Remember what we did when he pulls both arms, pull both arms to punch me? We have the swim exercise, pull again. Swim exercise, pull again, swing. But now he stopped it here, and he doesn't want to do that anymore. He's just start to punch with this one. So I'm gonna block, but right away when I'm blocking, I want to escape my hips. Okay, block, escape my hips, and place my foot on his hips. Right? Now I'm gonna open even more space here by pushing his head away, and even if I'm not strong enough to push his head away, I push my body backwards here, okay, and straighten my arm. I don't need to push him away. I can place my hand here and straighten my arm by pushing my body backwards. Okay, then post on the ground your elbow, stand up, go to the back. That's a very critical position to understand, that when you fall on bottom, you want to stand up as quick as you can. And a very important part of this technique is the technical stand up, or we call in Portuguese levanta da técnica, that you can train in the solo. So you can do like you break fall here, like we did in the previous class, sit, you have one side more straight, the other one like bended here, protecting you. You're gonna turn your chest to the ground, stand up to the position. It's exactly the same position we did when he was here. Look, I was pushing, but I did just on my knee. Let's say I have the guy away from me. That's another class of the course that I sit, the guy's away from me. I'm gonna stand up here. Okay? That's a simple technique that we teach the first or second class when the guy get in the academy. But I saw guys in the UFC who know jiu-jitsu, they have a good jiu-jitsu, and they got knocked out because when they fell, they tried to stand up like this, and they got a knee or a punch. So it's a very basic technique that you need to practice. This way you can do solo here. Look. Okay, both sides. It's very important because this works not just in this situation, but also like we just did. You know, the any stand up that you do here, look, you can do the same. Instead I put my hand here, I put my elbow straight, but it's the same thing. Look, place my knee, go to the back. It's exactly the same situation. So guys, I hope you like this one, and I hope you guys understand the concept that this course, this self-defense course, is different than sport jiu-jitsu. It's jiu-jitsu applied for a real situation. Okay, thank you very much.